Hello there, Kathy Madavan here, just checking in with you again. Hope you're doing okay. And really just standing with everybody in this interesting season of kind of working our way through this pandemic together, and just wanted to be a friendly face in this time, be an encouragement, and to stand with you all as we think about resilience training together. And, I'm your little resilience trainer, and I'm working it out with you, trying to develop my own resilience muscles in this time, trying to put what I believe into practice, trying to get better at it, having some good days, and then spectacularly failing on other days. So yeah, just wanted to reach out, just digging into a few of the principles in my book, Irrepressible. Thanks for those of you. Some of you I know, like we've got some book groups and small groups who are working through this together during this season, actually working through these principles together. What a great idea. I just think anything that can put tools in our hands and some encouragement and actually make us laugh a bit, because there's a few giggles in here. Anything that can help us get through this season without going down the spiral of despair is a helpful thing. So I wanted to chat to you today about, I think, probably one of my favorite chapters in this book, and it's called When the Horse is Dead, Dismount. Brilliant. Why did I call it this? Well, I remember a few years ago I was struggling actually in a relationship that I was just continually trying to resurrect and invest in, and I really wanted to see this relationship flourish. It meant a lot to me. But when you kind of feel like you're investing loads, but it doesn't feel easy, and it doesn't feel, you feel like it's not really thriving. And in the end, I was chatting to my mentor, my friend Bev, about it. And she just laughed at me and said, "Oh, Kathy, when the horse is dead, dismount." And it was just one of those hilarious moments, because I was like, yeah, you are so right. I am sat on a dead horse, and I am literally stroking it and feeding it and cajoling it, trying to encourage this horse that there is life when it is clearly expired. It's not there anymore. And I don't want you to hear me wrong here, because, oh my gosh, we all know people who are serial dismounters, who at the first sign of conflict or criticism or anything will just dismount the horse. They will just abandon relationships. They will, resign from jobs at the first hurdle. We all know those people. And actually perseverance and actually kind of pushing through sometimes in relationships particularly is really important, because every relationship goes through tunnels of chaos, and often we get to a stronger relationship at the other side. But problem is, that's, for some of us, that's our default position. Like, if some people are serial dismounters, some of us, frankly, will stay in the saddle until like the horse has decayed underneath us. But we're like, no, we will keep on going. We are loyal. We will keep going. And some of us need to know actually that there is a season for everything. That beautiful Hebrew scripture, where is it? I've got it in the book actually. To everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to uproot. And every season is different. We are in a peculiar season right now. And sometimes we are in a season where actually a bit of nurturing and nourishment and pruning will help us come back stronger. Sometimes we go through just a difficult winter season where you can't see anything positive at all. And for some of us who are really, those who are grieving right now, or those who are in deep loneliness or financial despair right now, this is winter, and these people deserve our just nothing but our love and support and kindness and goodness, because winter's a tough season, and particularly when it's a long winter. So we need to just be with those people for whom this is a particularly difficult season. But for some of us right now, this is like a pruning season, where some of the exterior stuff that we would normally rely on, the flourishes, the floral, all the things that we would normally embellish our lives with, has been removed. And so we're being cut back a bit, and it's an opportunity for us to think about what has passed its best in our life. And maybe there are some things that we thought were flourishing and doing well, but actually they're not right for the season ahead. And as it's often is said, sometimes what got us here won't get us there. And maybe this is a season of readjustment for some of us, where we think about what we've done up to this point, this really pivotal moment for us personally and in our families and in our communities and in our nation. Maybe that isn't what we want to give ourselves to, or what will flourish best in the new season. Or maybe some of the things that we've learned in this season, I'm thinking about churches that have suddenly had to embrace technology. Well, maybe that will be a great thing for us to carry on using in the new season for those who are housebound or disabled, who for years have been asking for this kind of accessibility. So maybe some of the innovations that have been created in this season, maybe the things that we've had to learn to do, video conferencing, flying less, what's non-essential travel, maybe some of those things that we've learned during this season will actually, these pruning season will actually mean we can flourish in better ways in the season to come. And maybe some things just have died. Maybe there are some things, maybe we realize there are some relationships that have not helped us. People have not been there for us, or there have been bits of work that sadly have just died in this season. Some of this might be our choice, some of it really might not be. That's really tough. To leave things behind is a grief, but also it does mean that if we empty some things out of our hands, it might give us the opportunity to embrace and open up our hands to some new things as well. So I'm interested to know, in this season of transition for many of us, what do you think this season is saying to you? What are you learning in this season? Is it a season for pruning? Is it a season of learning? Is it a season where you can see new growth, actually, where things are sprouting? Some businesses are actually thriving in this season. People have seen opportunities to help, and it's worked wonderfully. Or it might be a more challenging one. What season are you in? And how are you responding to that season? I'd love to know. It's a transition time for many of us, and I'm standing with you, looking forward to chatting with you online. So see you soon. Keep the resilience training going. We're in it together. Love to you all from me from here for now. Bye.